tag team action underway as the Hotshots, BK Jordan and Drew Donovan in the ring, taking on Top Rope Promotions' favorite, Brutal Bob Evans and Nick Westgate. And you saw Donovan there kind of giving Westgate the business, as it were. He's got a little bit of a height advantage over Westgate, does he? But you can see neither member of the Hotshots want any part of Brutal Bob Evans, and I can't say I blame him in the least. You know, we've seen happy-go-lucky Brutal Bob many a times, but they don't call him Brutal just because of the alliteration. He's the type of guy, he gets his hands on you, gets you on the canvas, and he will pick you apart. You know, the cliche is that wrestling ring is his surgery table, and he will just dissect you, given the opportunity to do so. And you hear these fans firmly behind Brutal Bob Evans. Drew Donovan is a guy who at one time was on the radar of the World Wrestling Entertainment. I'm happy to have him back here in Top Rope Promotions. A great competitor. May not agree with his attitude very much, but nonetheless. Now here we go, about to lock things up. Bob using a little leverage there to transition himself into that side headlock. See how he just simply leans back, with a little added pressure on there. Minimal effort from the headlock-er to put maximum pressure on the headlock-e. But as you saw there, Donovan using his very obvious size and power advantage to send Brutal Bob to the canvas. And you're not going to see Brutal Bob this early in the contest rush in, make a mistake, or anything of that nature. When you look up crafty veteran in the wrestling books, you see a picture of Brutal Bob Evans. Maybe about 20 years, you'll see a picture of my friend Jake. I think that ends it for about the inside remarks on commentary. Back to the side headlock. Brutal Bob has Donovan there. Pushes him off. And one more time, the power of Donovan. Those small victories that are so meaningful this early in a contest. A little bit of strategy session here. Before Westgate gets in there, Brutal Bob is giving a few last-second pointers. Referee. All right. Guess Westgate's not going to get in at this point. Brutal Bob's going to keep the offense going here, perhaps. Neither team really has any distinct advantage so far in this contest. Now these Brutal Bob chants starting to get in under the skin of Drew Donovan here. Donovan giving him a free shot here. Tell him put the headlock on one more time. Why would you give someone like Brutal Bob Evans the opportunity to do this? There we go. Brutal Bob has it locked in. One more time, Drew Donovan sends him in, ducks the clothesline. And the assist there from Westgate helps Brutal Bob take Drew Donovan down. And now the Hotshots on the outside, not looking so hot. Getting outsmarted here by Nick Westgate and Brutal Bob Evans. And you see the frustration setting in on Drew Donovan, trying to pull out his non-existent hair. And now for the first time, legally into the contest, Nick Westgate enters for his team. And entering the ring now for the Hotshots is BK Jordan. Nice springboard entrance into the ring, very flashy. And again, a lot of times it's those small victories. You really got to celebrate and savor those. So at the end of the night, you don't get the winner's share of the purse. You can say, hey, we did that really good springboard. Brutal Bob asked him to do it again. And suckered in by the crafty veteran. BK Jordan goes for his nice springboard again and ends up right into the forearm of Nick Westgate. Shots again, sorry to use the pun again, not looking so hot in this contest. Brutal Bob is outsmarting him and out-wrestling him in every turn.
This is Brockton. What? Are you guys ready to fight or are you going to dance all day?
Brutal Bob giving him what for. Business. There's the lockup. Nick Westgate, when he gives away in height, his young man is certainly put together. Using that strength advantage here to control the arm on BK Jordan. Jordan here trying to reverse the pressure, and on the second attempt he does. And right back into it by Westgate. Very nicely done. Oh, he's going to try to separate that arm from the socket. Drops the leg. And you see very wisely there, Jordan doing his best to keep his shoulder off the canvas. Do not want to get pinned in a situation like this. One more time, dropping the big leg. Okay, Jordan trying to figure out a way to maneuver himself out of this. Oh, and he does with a handful of tights. What is Donovan doing? Ref, get him back up on the corner. And right back to the arm. Westgate and Brutal Bob working together quite nicely. And again, I don't want to take anything away from Westgate, but I think the tutelage of Brutal Bob is certainly helping. ankle lock there. Brutal Bob telling the fans he's going to pick him up. Oh, and that's going to put a lot of pain on the joints, the shoulders, everything. Getting picked up like that. All your weight, your own weight coming down on your own arm like that, and you're bending in an unnatural position. Jordan here back in Westgate up into the corner. I knew we wouldn't even see a clean break there. I didn't even need to postulate on that. Jordan getting out of the ring, and I think wisely so. He was kind of made it look foolish there by Brutal Bob before. Now I think Drew Donovan is done playing games at this point. As Brutal Bob said before, they're done dancing. Oh, Westgate slips out of the power slam. Drop kick. Enziguri to the back of the head, not taking Donovan down. That one takes him out of the ring, but he's still on his feet. Good awareness there by Westgate. Saw Jordan coming at him. Not that time, though. He went for the full head of steam on Donovan, and Donovan just kicked his one foot out, and he went face first right on the edge of the canvas. And as I mentioned before, folks, there's very little padding there. It's essentially just wood and steel. And now as Brutal Bob, unfortunately drawing the attention of the referee, allowing the Hotshots get a few extra licks in outside the ring on Nick Westgate. Beautiful suplex there, just tossing Westgate halfway across the ring. This is my first opportunity getting a look at Drew Donovan, and I'm really impressed with him once he kind of gets down to business here, you know? You don't want to fall into the trappings of Brutal Bob. That's how he gets you. Donovan needs to stick with what he knows here as the fans getting behind Nick Westgate here, and what Drew Donovan knows is just power, unadulterated power. Picked him up and drove him to the canvas. BK Jordan, little fancy nip up there into the elbow. And you see Brutal Bob on the apron there. He has his arm outstretched as far as he can, continuing to yell to Nick Westgate. A lot of times when you do not have your bearings about you in the ring, hearing that familiar voice kind of sets you right, puts you in the right direction sometimes. And that's exactly what Brutal Bob is doing here. Sometimes called the Argentine backbreaker. Calling card of Jesse the Body Ventura, Rick Rude, countless others. As Drew Donovan is just putting a huge amount of pressure on Nick Westgate's back. Flips over, rolls through, got both legs hooked. And it could have been over just as simply as that. And you see Donovan immediately on top of Nick Westgate, grapevine of the leg, bringing him back to his half of the ring. I don't think either member of the Hotshots wants Brutal Bob Evans back in this contest. Camel clutch. Great execution here by BK Jordan. I think this was done purposefully so Nick Westgate can get a full view. There's your partner. You're never going to get to him. Continuing the assault in the back of Nick Westgate. Cover. Barely a 2 count here. Jordan picks Nick Westgate back up. And this is where you're going to see the more experienced team of the Hotshots. I'm assuming they're more experienced. They have their own little fancy name. Is going to come into play once they get the less experienced member of the team in there. Not sure how much fancy double team offense Brutal Bob and Nick Westgate have up their sleeves, but not that it matters. Donovan baiting Brutal Bob into the ring, and he just comes right in, blows past the referee. He better be careful. He's risking a disqualification here, but he's also risking his partner getting a shellacking here in the Hotshots corner. Picks him up. Sit out with the vertical suplex, decides not to go for the cover. Big splash there by Jordan, cover in the center of the ring. Just barely kicks out, does Nick Westgate. Now's not the time to argue with the referee, and the referee telling him, listen, don't push your luck. This is not the time. You're giving Nick Westgate time to get to his feet. Rolls through, makes the tag, and there's Brutal Bob, the legal man, in. Double punches. Double elbow. Channeling the dream is Bob Evans. Bulldog clothesline combination. Brutal Bob is a one-man wrecking machine. Shots there into the corner. Brutal Bob looking to wrap it up here with the DDT perhaps. Nope. Double DDT. And Brutal Bob continues taking on the Hotshots by his lonesome. Giving Westgate the opportunity to hopefully regain some strength here. Brutal Bob was getting ready to cut Jordan in half, and Drew Donovan was there to put a stop to that. Referee has lost all control of this one. Both Hotshots collide, sending Drew Donovan to the outside. Brutal Bob has Jordan. Picking him up. Cradle suplex. Don't worry about the bridge. He got him.